Oh, how's it going, everybody? Hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. It's really warm here actually today. Ooh, gotta wait a little bit for everyone to get into the chat. But yeah, I'm trying some new setups, trying some new things. Cause if you guys are trying to hang out with Shukan Toku Net this week, didn't go very well. So I'm hopefully gonna get everything onto the laptop so that we can start those. What's up, Butthole? What's up, Crab? Lunar? Lack of Sugar? Anthony? What's up, Este? It's Wednesday, my dudes. Ah! I wish I had my Spider-Man costume for that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I think Wednesday is actually going to be my official stream day. We're going to do a stream every Wednesday. We're going to try to figure out a proper time for that. Maybe this time will work, maybe a little bit later, but more on that in just a second. What's up, Carlos? Heisei Generation's final clips have been coming out. Yes. At my place, it's Tuesday. Wait, what do you mean it's Tuesday? Are you in the past? But yeah, oh man, I've been getting some really weird comments today on my YouTube videos. So yeah, cool. Sub Toku Denmark. Forrest dies in... Dude, Crimson, come on. Spoilers, man. Live in Kansas, but it's still... Wait. Today is Tuesday. You're right. I'm totally off on my days. I meant to say Tuesday. Or maybe I mean Wednesday. We'll figure it out. That's the problem that I've been having, you guys. Is like I've been working really hard because I lost my job recently last week. And you know, I just moved out to California. And there's a lot of stuff that I can do. Like I've been doing some acting stuff and trying to get myself out there a little bit more. And what I was doing was I was editing a weekly vlog. So every time that pretty much, well, not a weekly vlog, it was an everyday vlog. So I was spending 7 days of my week editing this vlog for Jake Paul's girlfriend. It was, yeah, Aqua Ranger here. It's my homeboy. Yeah, it sucked. Disney era Power Rangers, I love it. Disney era Power Rangers is the best. So that's why I've been able to do more content, is because when I was working, when I first came to California, I was working for Funhouse, and I was doing that as kind of a favor to them, also because someone else was out of the office for a couple months. So I was taking on some of his responsibilities, and then when he came back, there might be an opportunity in the future for me to just, yes, I am an actor, to do more work with them and with Rooster Teeth, which is who I'm repping right now, actually. Which is funny because when you work for Rooster Teeth, you get really cheap discounted stuff. Like I think this shirt was like $3 when it's normally like $25 or something. Yeah, and then I found another job, which was editing her vlogs, which I didn't think would be that bad, but it took hours and hours and like pretty much my entire day to do one of these videos because they just constantly had so many notes and they had so many things that they wanted me to change constantly. And it was like, this is a daily vlog. People are going to watch this once and then never think about it again. Like, you're putting way too much thought into this. But yeah, I am an actor. I actually did 4 feature films last year. One of them is called Apocalypse, which will be coming out in a couple weeks on digital. It's basically, if you've seen Shaun of the Dead, it's that, but with a hockey team, myself being on that team. You know what? Let's load that up real quick. I'm going to show you guys Apocalypse. Does that sound good? Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, it doesn't ever work. It doesn't ever work. XSplit is garbage, people. Don't do that. So a lot of the stuff that I've done theatrically, I've done a few TV things, because I was from Minnesota, and Minnesota had this really nice thing for a while. God damn it, why doesn't this work? Let me just do this. But if you guys like hockey, and if you like quirky, weird movies, you're gonna love this. So let's see if maybe if I just add in a web page, does that work? There we go.
A few hours ago, we were kings.
So here's the trailer for
Champions
Apocalypse.
of our fate. Nobody told us what to do.
You guys are gonna win that game tomorrow night for me. Right?
But no one enters this house without paying the price. For this R
Oh,
cup.
what the hell? None of this is working, you guys. I hate XSplit. Fuck. I just looked up and I realized there was no video playing. Anyway, you guys can go. Yeah, I realized. I'm sorry. You guys can go look up Apocalypse, the trailer. Fuck, why doesn't this ever work? Slap my, god damn it. Maybe if I do this, bring it over here. I really want to show you guys this. It's really good. It's really fun. But XSplit has just been garbage to me recently. So it's a dark movie, yes. OBS Studio, it is, but like XSplit is so much faster to like do things on the fly, and OBS is still like so Stone Age in comparison. Come on. Fuck. Why? Why? Just why? That's bullshit, but yeah, so that's one of the films I did. And then if you guys remember, yeah, I'll link it after. Just someone remind me. If you guys remember the like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, there was all those weird clown sightings. That actually started in Green Bay, Wisconsin with a little feature or a little short film called Gags. And the director asked the actors to share those photos as if those people had actually found this clown just stalking around downtown. It went viral. What's up, Marcos? Went viral, and then they ended up selling the short, and it got a lot of attention, did really well. And so they basically racked up enough numbers and producers, and they put together a feature film. So I'm a part of that, and that one's going to be huge. That one's got to be picked up, I think, by Blumhouse. The main producers work a lot with A24, like what's his name? Joe Keery was like on their last film that he produced, and this one has like a bunch of like kind of smaller known stars, but like they're doing bigger things now. Like one of the guys on the movie is in Fear the Walking Dead now. So yeah. How did I get an Aqua Ranger helmet? I bought it. There's a guy on Facebook. Well, there's a couple guys on Facebook. I got this one from Kamen Rider Nimoy. It's pretty good. The padding's just right. That's the problem that I always find with mine, is that when I try other people's on, like at conventions, or I had one in the past, the padding is too padded that like I can't put my head in it. But as you can see with this one, it's very minimal. It's very basic, but it fits my head just barely. Just barely. I've got too much knowledge up here. Got no more space up in this noggin. I can't say anything properly anymore. But yeah, so there's a couple things that I wanted to like bring up with you guys. So since I have all this time off now, all this like moments while I'm shit panicking trying to like find a new job so I can pay for rent and everything, I am doing a couple new things. So you guys have seen the new episodes. Finally did the how to adapt, which is awesome. No, put it on. But it always catches my hair. Let's do it. Nah, we'll do it. I'll do it if someone tips. We'll do it like that. I'll be a cam whore like that. But so you guys have seen like the new episodes I've been bringing, how to adapt. We're gonna do another one of those, not this week, but next week will be part 2, and you guys are gonna shit yourselves when you see it. If you thought number 1 ended good, number 2 is gonna be much better. And then also, if you guys are following me on Twitter and Instagram, you saw that I got this recently. Climaxu Fighters. I've only played it just a little bit online, and so far it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. But I am going to be doing a Let's Play of Climax Fighters. And this is going to take over where I was doing the vlogs. So if you guys have been watching those, I did like the Toys R Us one and I did the Santa Monica one. And I just felt like a douchebag doing those. So I don't want to do those anymore. They might come back. It depends on what I'm doing. But it is the English sub one. Yes, you can tell because the logo is in English, whereas the other one and everything on the back is in English too, which is kind of cool. But it's really fun. I already got like most of the trophies for like playing as all the characters, just because I wanted to like test everyone out. Because I'm doing another video towards PMC time, so Power Morphicon. I'm gonna get a couple of us Toku tubers together, and we're gonna do a Kamen Rider Climax Fighters tournament to see who is the strongest of us Toku tubers. There'll be more on that. It'll be fun. It'll be good. Yeah, it can be finished in like 2 hours. But I don't know. A Let's Play, if it's 10 minutes and it's 2 hours, that's still 12 episodes. So that's going to take place of the Tuesday videos that would have went up today. But since I did one yesterday, we're just going to let that slide because I recorded the first batch of them today. Hibiki needs to be banned. No, Hibiki's fine. Meteor needs to be banned. That one's just utter bullshit. If you... Ugh. But yeah, we're going to do that. And then I'll even put out, if you guys are following me on Twitter, when I'm recording and when I go live on online, and you may match up with me when we do that when we get there. But the other thing I wanted to bring up is yeah, that's why, yeah, online subscribers or online fights with them. The other thing I wanted to bring up and sort of announce is we've been absent now 2 weeks on Shukan Toku.net because I've been going through like computer issues and like trying to set everything up, and Saturday was really, it did not go well for me. It was all working fine in the morning and then just pooed out on me. What do you think they should rename Go Buster O? Beast Morpher O. I don't know. I don't think of like those weird little things. I'll let somebody else come up with those because I couldn't care less about it. Again, but though it does sell the toys if it's got a good catchy name. This is not Starlight Studios. This is Dozier Studios. What's it like working for the Tokusatsu News Network? It's good. It's a lot of great people. We used to be on an application called Slack, and so everybody. It's kind of like a more business professional edge Discord, but they charged so much that we've now moved to Discord. So we have our own Discord. And it's really nice because we have like all of our little content categories. So anybody can post in there, like when we have news breaks, when we have everything like that. And we can all reach out to each individual member as we need. So we even have our own little Shukan Toku.net section where I share things like that when people are free, or if they know somebody that wants to come on and host with me, we could do that. What would you do if Beast Morphers ends up being bad? I mean, to be fair, it probably might still have that same vibe that Ninja Steel has right now because it's a transition season. The only reason I did the How to Adapt video was because, I don't know, it was recent. It was good news. I thought it would do pretty well. 2 movies I'd like for you to review that fit in Tokusatsu. Cool. That'd be neat. But the other thing I wanted to bring up, since we do, I'm going to start getting back in the swing of Shukan. We do those on Saturdays at 1 p.m. But the other stream I want to do for my channel, kind of like this, but it'll be more focused, is I posted this on Twitter. You guys may have seen this. Where's my finger? There's my finger. So this is going to be a stream that I want to do either on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. If you guys could let me know what day would work better for you to do like an hour or more stream every week. Because basically, and if you've been watching what I've been posting on Twitter, I'm catching up on Build. So I'm finally going through and watching Build because we're going to do a podcast. Well, not like a podcast, more like a stream every week about the new episodes that have come out that week. So Lupin Ranger versus Pot and Build. And I'm calling it Superhero After Time. Yeah! The song goes on for a couple seconds, I'm sorry. Yeah, superhero after time. So we're gonna be starting these up. Hopefully next week I can be all caught up on Build. I'm kind of like binging it right now. I'm doing about like 5 or more episodes a day, so I'll be caught up in no time. When do you recommend starting a Patreon? You know, it's a weird question. Like, I don't have very many subscribers in terms of like other people. And again, the only reason I really brought it up again was because of the events that happened, that any little amount of money that I can get for these videos, plus in that support and any support that like I would get on here, is going to help me make more of those videos. It's going to free up a little bit more of my time that I can work and spend towards those. So really, it really depends. If you have a good, strong group, which you guys are, you guys come together a lot of times. I see a bunch of the same names on videos that are commenting and sharing it. It's really up to you. I'd say maybe after you get 1,000 subscribers if you want to start one up, but I don't know. I know some people are like, oh, you know, that's just being, you know, like greedy and whatnot. So Wednesday 6 p.m. See, that's what I was kind of thinking, because the show comes out when we do Shukan Toku Net. We do it at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to avoid people who have seen the episodes, because it's before that. So we would need to have a date, and Wednesday sounds like a good one, where most of the people have seen it so far, and then we can come here and we can talk about all the developments, all the new things, how bad or good this episode was. But I really just want to make like a community thing where we can all just kind of come and like talk, and maybe I'll start up my Discord stuff again, so that certain people at certain tiers like on Patreon can jump in and talk with me every week about it. So we can do something like that. Monday or Tuesday. What was that? Do you like California more than Minnesota? Yes, very much so. Minnesota has a lot of like weird quirks that I don't really like about it. I wasn't born in Minnesota, but I lived there for most of my life, and it just never felt like home. I hated the weather there because it was always just like, we never got a spring, but we got like really bad summers and like really quick falls and then really long winters. Do it on Friday. That might be too late. I think a lot of people watch them like as soon as they come out, like through overtime. I don't mean to like poo on TV Nihon, but overtime does them a lot quicker. I find their translations a lot more accurate, or I guess not really accurate, but like I like them a little bit faster and better. And they're also soft subs, so like it's good for an editor like me, because I can turn those off when I want to throw them in a video. Yeah, I think if we did it on Friday, that would be way too late, that people would maybe have to rewatch the episode, and I don't want to have people have to like watch an episode again just to hang out. I want it to kind of still be relevant and fresh on their minds, and give enough people enough time to have seen it. They'll all be recorded. They'll all go up on my channel afterwards. So, I mean, you know, worst case scenario, you could still just watch the episode after. Sup, nerds? You're the nerd. If I had the power to adapt Power Rider, where would I start? Like, with what season? I would actually say Fours. Fours is I think could be a very adaptable series. It's got a lot of characters that are malleable. It's a very anime situational type show that I think people would get it without there being so many people going like, oh, it's like Power Rangers. Whereas like I think if you did like O's, it'd kind of fall into that a little bit, especially with like all the colors. Or if you did like a more recent series, like Build would be a good one, but I feel like they could catch up to where it's at. Sunday night or Monday night. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, Lindsay, is that I do have a Discord right now, but I don't really use it. and I might just start looking back into like setting it up and doing all that so that we can use it for people to come in and hang out and talk and like share some stuff. But then I think people at a certain Patreon level will have access to the room that I'll be on, that people can tune in and like talk and converse. I think that would be a good incentivizer for like someone that's like at like Sentai or up or something. I don't know. See you, Carlos. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so tired. I recorded a set of 3 videos today. So I did the first set of Climax Fighters today. I've got my Friday video edited. You guys are gonna like that one. I think that one's gonna bring up some good topics that I think people have been thinking about but not really constructively thinking about. X-Aid stand up from the rest of it. Yeah, but if you do X-Aid, and X-Aid's such like a wildly unique looking show is the best way to say that, that I think going back might be a step down. To me, X-Aid's the ugliest rider. I hate all of the characters until we got Genmu and whatever Dangerous Zombie. Like his was like the first good design in that show. Am I familiar with the Hanuman and the 5 Riders? Thai bootleg from 1975. I'm not. Gotta write that one down. What's it about? I watch the newest Sentai episode every day at least once. Really? So you watch like the newest Lupin versus Pot every day until you get the new one? So you watch it 7 times? Or 6 or 5, depending on when it comes out. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of rewatch though. How and when did I discover Japanese Toku? So I discovered it back when Geki Ranger had Go Onger had been on for a couple. I feel like Go Onger was like around episode 10 when I found it, because in America they released Power Rangers Jungle Fury. And I hated Jungle Fury because they had the sunglasses and they touched this little non-seeable button that's not even on the glasses and then transform. And I was just like already really disheartened with the series of Power Rangers from Operation Overdrive. And I was just like, I only had that one episode to base all this off of, but I'm like, so I looked on YouTube and I found a compilation of Jungle Fury and then Geki Ranger. And I was like, whoa, what is this? It's like Asian people doing this? Oh shit, it's Japanese. Oh, this is awesome. And I found a link for like all those and I watched them all in like 2 weeks. I really enjoyed it. And when I enjoy a show, I really try to like pump the brakes a little bit more so that I can get more out of it. And yeah, I caught up all on Geki Ranger after like 2 weeks. It was good. It was a great ending. And then I could go segue right into Go Onger. And I think Go Onger, it was the episode right before they introduced Gold and Silver. And I watched them, and that was great. And I think that's what got me probably more or less hooked on the show. And then I went back and I started watching other things. And then I kind of forgot about it for a little bit until I saw Kamen Rider Decade somewhere. And I caught up on all of Decade. And I was like strangely fascinated with Decade. Because I know in my heart it wasn't good. And I was very confused because I had no other prior like reference, like frame of reference for Kamen Rider. And so like having it all as like alternative versions, it was really confusing for like a first time fan. But I watched that and then I started watching Kiva and I was like, Kiva's actually kind of written good. This is kind of interesting. And then it just keeps getting worse and worse. But yeah, and then I jumped back on for Sentai and I rewatched all of Go Onger because I kind of got bored of Go Onger like a couple weeks after they introduced Gold and Silver. But I was able to watch it all in like pretty much a week sitting and I loved it and it was really good. And then Shikanger was on and then Shikanger got me hooked and I was like, yep, I'm going to watch this. And I watched that every week for the entire year. And I even like, I don't know, I didn't know Japanese as well as I do now. But I watched the live stream of that and like even without knowing, I could still like tell what was going on and was like crying and I'm like, oh, this is my show. I gotta do this. Let's see. Ghost was your first Kamen Rider season. Aw, that sucks. You know, but at least you found it. At least you got into it. And some people, unfortunately, may have seen Ghost and then never got into it because Ghost is their only frame of reference. So I'm glad that Decade didn't ruin everything for me, like he ruins everything for everyone else. Which food do you want to see be the main villain of the Super Sentai Super Squadron of Condiments? That's funny that you bring that up again. I don't know. I want them to fight monsters that are like different foods, like an omelet monster or like a ramen monster like we saw in Jetman. Don't make fun of Xaid. Xaid, I couldn't do it, you guys. I could not do it. Oh my gosh, 5 to 7 times a week on each episode. Dino, you're a monster. That's crazy talk. Yeah, that's what I usually do. I usually watch the last week's episode if I really like a show, and then I watch the new one. That's like what I'm doing with Westworld right now, and that takes like 2 hours every Sunday of my time. But yeah, American spin on tokusatsu culture. Yeah, that could be good. What's up, Patty? Favorite Sentai theme. I would say like up into the part when they say Ipit Sojo in Shikanger. That's super magical. I love that theme. I hate the Chan Chan Bara. It's so childish. But I love when like they're like flipping the shoto phones and they're doing that. But favorite theme overall, I really like Kyoryuger's. Did I say that right? I always say it wrong and you guys like grill me for it. I really like that one, even though I hated the theme song in the final episode when everybody, for whatever reasons, just singing it. But I do like the whoa, 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 whoa. Double was my first rider. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. I love Double. That was the first rider that I saw every week, and I got my other friend into it, so we were watching those every week, which is pretty cool. He was an asshole, though. He would always try to watch it before me somehow, and then he would try to spoil it for me, and I'm like, why? Just why? Gol Seija. And you guys don't understand the stress when I record my videos, too, because you can see behind me, I've got my teleprompter, and I just get so caught up in what I'm thinking about and talking about that I just, it's weird because I don't normally say these words out loud. I watch the show and I'm like, that was a good show. I don't talk to people about Go Sager or Gossager or whatever the hell you guys think I said. So I never get a chance to say it out loud because I don't have any friends to talk about tokusatsu in real life. So when I do actually say it in real life or on a video and you guys are grilling me, it's like, well, I've never said it out loud, you know? It's the, what is that called? When someone like reads a lot of books and then when they try to like pronounce words that they've only read in books and they mispronounce it all the time. That's me for tokusatsu. Gaim, that was a good one. What I miss my mom was calling me. Not much. We're just talking about random stuff. Let's see. The Cham Cham Bada is the coolest part of the Shikanger theme. No, it's not. It's totally like a little child thing. McDonald's hideout. That'd be good. Do you like Sentai getting their powers from magic or science and technology? I can spin it for both. Like, I think they're both fun. I do like the idea of it like passing down. Like if you've seen Gingamon. That one has, I love what they did with that, and Lost Galaxy kind of kept that in tow too. I wish I had Toku friends too, yeah. Will I have a role in X8 Abridged? I don't know. I do a lot of actual voice acting stuff. Like I used to get, one of my first jobs out of high school was on the radio. I was a Nickelodeon impressionist. So I did like a bunch of like SpongeBob voices for like hundreds of dollars. I would just go in the booth and I'm like, okay, what are we doing today? And I'd pull up the sheets and I'd just be like, hey Patrick, how we doing there? Hey! That was bad, but you get the idea. So So I did like a lot of SpongeBob because he was a popular one. They had me do Plankton because we found out that I could do a really good Plankton if I just Plankton, you know. So I seem like a pure cinnamon roll. Thank you. If I could create my own tiki hero, what would it be? I don't know. I really like those like giant faced ones. The Lord Draken pronouncing debacle. I don't know. Do people say that differently? Draken? Drakon? I just don't care enough. Like, the comics are good. The comics are fun. But again, it's so Tommy-centric that I hate it. I hate everything about Tommy Oliver. We'll just leave it at that. Can I do the Yoda? Oh, you can do the Yoda. Yeah. Oh, man. Did you guys watch Game Grumps when Aaron was doing the Yoda jokes? Oh, man, you guys, look at that. I can just sit back. I can just sit back and just... Oh, yeah. Yeah, too much Tommy. I think the official pronunciation is Dracun. That's dumb. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is dumb, except the new movie and the comic series. That is all I will say. Everything else about Mighty Morphin I wish would just die. Which I'm very excited about Hasbro picking up Power Rangers, but I'm very deathly afraid that we're gonna get a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers animated series. Yeah, the Yoda jokes. What kind of car does Yoda or does Luke drive? A toy Yoda. Funny joke. Nobody give me spoilers for Infinity War. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna keep it spoiler free. We can do that. I was actually, whoa, what time is it? I was thinking about going to see it again tonight, but I don't know. See, you guys, I have a really big head. But this just looks kind of goofy on me. Oh, but I should show you this. It's a work in progress, but I'm making the full suit. I even got like the boots and everything for it. Oh. So that's gonna be good. I need to like remember to take a deep breath before I put that on because it's hard to circulate once it's on. But the helmet was made by Kamen Rider Nimoy. You can find him on Facebook. Him or her, I'm not sure which that is, but yeah. Stanley should have done Sun Vulcan. Yeah. I mean, he helped a lot with like Battle Fever and kind of moving on, so. Captain Man may become Aqua Ranger Danger Red. Kamen Rider Nimoy. I don't know. Is that how you say his name? I don't think Toei would allow any animation shows of their heroes, which is why we haven't gotten a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger yet. Well, I don't think that's true because I don't think they really care about the shows that they've already produced back then. And the best thing about Toei and their Japanese culture is if you guys have seen like Kamen Rider Dragon Knight was originally Kamen Rider Ryuki that came over here, turned into Kamen Rider Dragon Knight some years later, and then got shipped back to Japan and had it overdubbed by the original cast. Same thing with like SPD. So I feel like they could remarket it over there for free, or you know, close to free, because they just have someone else coming in like overdub an Power Ranger cosplay. Yeah. So I think, I don't know. I think if you really want to see it, you can just click backwards on the stream. I think if they did an animation series, I don't think Toei would be too against the idea because they could just sell it again in Japan because Japanese people want to see it too. Even if it's the really shitty Jew Ranger season. Yeah, Thanos was a good villain. That's all I want to say. That's all I'm going to say. Is the best one that Marvel has ever had. They did have Kamen Rider before animated. Like, yeah, that's right. Back in like, what was it? The late 80s or early 90s. I remember that. I was gonna do a dub of that. I think a couple people were gonna do a dub of that, and then everyone just kind of didn't. They didn't dub PR Samurai because it was bad. I think they did SPD because SPD was really good over here, and then because people wanted more, they did Mystic Force, and then I think they were just like, never mind, we don't want that, and so they stopped. Yeah, the Food Rangers totally could happen because of McDonald's, but McDonald's has to be really smart about how they advertise, because if you know, like the whole Kamen Rider debacle with like Wizard and him always eating donuts, and then of course the next series was all about fruit to promote healthy eating. I think McDonald's would have to be the villain in that case, or if they had healthier options, they could bring those more to the public's attention. 1960? What? See, people want Hasbro to adapt Kamen Rider, but I don't know. I don't think it would work. Like, we've seen it happen twice, and it hasn't. Nobody cares. Like, the problem is that they see it too much immediately as Power Rangers, and again, it doesn't really add anything new. I think they should release them over here, and I don't remember where I said this last, but they should definitely release them over here, and they should have a dubbed option available for them so that other people can get into it and watch it. And then based upon those sales of those discs and those sets, then they could potentially, you know, do their own series, because people would understand and know who they are outside of like the tokusatsu community who already watches the Japanese stuff. Yeah. And what year did Kamen Rider 1971 begin? 1960. Yeah, rest in peace, Furbus. Ah, poor Vern. Ah. A Sentai based on the food groups. So was grain, like, grain's still on the bottom, right, of like the pyramid? Huh. That'd be interesting. Like, their helmets could all be like a pyramid, and then like they have like a different color of one of the 5 parts. If Shout did Kamen Rider, it could help. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Shout. I don't think they're doing that great of a job with the Sentai stuff. I'm happy that they're doing like 4, you know, at a time this year now, but I don't know. I think they could do better. And I think if they really wanted to kind of push some more numbers, if they would put some money towards a dub. But then again, I don't know how much and how many they're selling. But I know that if there was a dubbed option available, as much as I don't really like dubs myself, I would buy all the seasons if they were dubbed, just because I could put them on in the background and still watch, and then when I actually want to sit down, just switch it over to Japanese. Yeah, Marcos is mocking everybody. Wait, Marcos is considered the Jake Paul of TokuTubers? That's harsh. That's harsh. I actually have a video on my Facebook from when I was editing Erica's stuff where Jake was like saying my name, like, yeah, Squall, put in this, do that. I think that'll be cool. Yeah. So I put that on Facebook. I was like, look guys, I made it. Not really. Subs, not dubs. Yep. All the way. But I think that there's a huge market over here for the dubbed community that would appreciate and like it if it was. It's not that harsh. I don't know who that is. Do you remember the guy that went to Aokigahara and filmed a dead body? It's his older, somehow more cringier brother. But yeah, guys, what do you guys think of Superhero Aftertime? That's kind of something that I've been thinking about doing for a while now, but it's been every week getting it to be more and more of a problem because there's more episodes of Build that I haven't seen. But I'm catching up. I'm already at episode 10, so I've got 24 more to go to catch up. But I'm thinking Wednesday will probably be the best. Wednesday or Tuesday? I don't know. Probably Wednesday. Yeah, I think Wednesday. Oh my gosh, you guys. So who here is excited for Deadpool 2? Anybody? I'm trying to think of like what other movies are coming out. I don't even know. I might actually go and watch a movie right now. I think that's going to be good. That's all I really wanted to bring up was just there's more content on the way. One's coming, new episodes this Friday. We're going to be looking at Lupin Ranger versus Pata Ranger. And something that I think we've been noticing, but I don't think we've quite understood the ramifications of just yet. So I'm gonna blow that out of the water. It's gonna be an exclusive. Oh yeah, Solo's coming out. Hell yeah, I'm excited for that. The Marvel Toku Deadpool. So that's gonna come out this Friday. Episode 1 of Climax Fighters on PS4. We're gonna do a Let's Play. It's coming out on Tuesday, and then next Friday, the new episode will be How to Adapt Go Busters Part 2, and you guys might as well have like a towel or like some diapers on, because you're gonna shit. It's that good. Jake Palkos. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah. I'm actually more excited for that than I was Infinity War, because I'm like, Infinity War is going to have a lot of cool stuff that's going on, and I already know how it's going to end, and I was right, and I was like, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, I'm excited for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out so much. I guess I'll see you next time on Friday, and then if you guys are Patreon, you'll see those videos early on Thursdays. Just $1 will get you to see all those videos early, like that, Climax Fighters, and even the part 2 of How to Adapt. Otherwise, I'll see you on the episode release on Friday, or Shukan TokuNet on Saturdays over on the Tokusatsu Network YouTube channel. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Have a good one. I have already shit myself. Prepare for more shit. I'm the metal hero of Tokutubers. Wait, before I go. Metal hero of Tokutubers. Who's the Sentai? Who's the Kamen Rider? Who's the Ultraman? I guess I've never really watched Metal Hero, so I don't know if that's a compliment or a diss. I just know that I don't like Gavin because he's always like interrupting Gokaiger stuff. Somebody answer me that in the comments. Alright, bye guys.